I think I think we're live. I'm looking. I'm looking to see. Did we go live? Are we live? Oh, we are live. Let me find you in YouTube. Hey, who all is out here? I see Melody. Who else do I see? Sharon O. Is that what I see? Let's see. I see Melody and Sharon. Let me find you. There we are. I'll find you on YouTube. So, it's Tuesday. Mr. Wilson is in bed. I'm doing better. I still hit that deep cough. Like right on cue. I still hit that deep cough, which is hard. It's right deep in my chest, but I am much better. I need to get a drink. I am much better. He's not, but we are getting through. We have stacked right over there a ton of these boxes sitting there ready to go out tomorrow after our reveal this evening, which is exciting. Oops, hold on. I just lost what I was looking at. There we go. So how many of you are super excited about this box? You have seen this pin, which this is Spring Surprise Box, which is all about flowers. And I also hinted at gnomes. Here is one of the, no, hold on. Let me, oh, I know why that's not on. Let me go turn that camera on. Ah! Let me turn that camera back on. I have a heating pad that I'm sitting on because it's cold in here and I'm being sick. So hold on one little second. Oh, I lost my screen. I lost my screen. All right. So here is this pin that you all have seen. This was the start. I have worked on that for months, but wait till you see the other pin. And that's going to be last. But it's going to be amazing. Hey, Diane. Hey, Penny. Oh, Penny, you made it. Whew. I'm going to try not to talk a whole lot. I got through filming pretty good. But, you know, as it gets evening, that's when everything starts settling back in. So what have you all been up to? I can actually see you on here this time. And I can actually chat in this window, which is unusual. So that's a plus. Is it cold where you are? It is freezing here, Diane. My grandson's down in College Station and at A&M, and they actually canceled classes today because they were expecting snow and ice and it's so cold. So they canceled classes, and they don't usually get that down there. We are hovering just above freezing. And like I said, Mr. Wilson is in bed. We have a heated mattress pad that if you've not ever had a heated mattress pad, oh my gosh, you will throw away your electric blankets. The heated mattress pads are so much better. Oh, Sharon O, I feel horrible whining about the cold. And you've got 3 degrees in northern Michigan. Woo! Snowy and chilly in eastern North Carolina. Wow. Okay, I'm not crying about it anymore. I will tell you, our building came to a halt. Everything came to a halt. Mr. Wilson's been down almost 3 weeks. If you ordered a surprise box with just the surprise box and nothing else, that order is shipping tomorrow. Even though I was down sick, I was setting my alarm and running back and forth to the lasers and all of that kind of stuff. But so surprise boxes are all made. We have made enough for all the orders that we received. Now, if you ordered additional items with your surprise box, those I'm fixing something right here. Those we're going to try to get out by the end of the week, because the items that Mr. Wilson makes, being down 3 weeks, he hasn't gotten much done. But like I said, if it was just a surprise box, I got those all done. He's probably tired of hearing it because I was pretty proud of myself being so sick and still getting them all made. So let's see. -5 when you got up this morning. See, I couldn't live. I couldn't live in a place like that. No, no, no. I hate to be cold. Like I said, I'm sitting here on a heating pad just to stay warm. Let's see. Okay, where are we at? Oh, we were at 506. Okay, so we're at 506. So let me grab my other, hold on a second. Let me grab my other dish. And my heating pad keeps falling off. I need you. Come back here. Come back here. Yeah, it really kind of sucked because here we were coming out with another box. We came down sick. We didn't even get to market it like we normally do. So those of you that didn't jump on the bandwagon, you're going to regret it. And the price did go up 30 minutes ago. So here is another dish with pin number 1 that's in this box. Okay, so if you got our winter box, last box, it had these very thin, delicate little word stencils. Gather, thankful, blessed. Those would look amazing in here as a dish. If you have mom, could you imagine making a Mother's Day dish and put mom across there? So this pin in itself could have been it for the box. We went way above and beyond on this box. All right, so I'm going to start with a video of one of the other items in the box. You've seen pin number 1, this amazing border. And wait till you see what I'm going to do with this, what I'm going to make, what type of dish I'm going to make, where I actually tear this pin. I don't tear the pin apart, but I tear the design apart after I've rolled it. Hold that thought. You won't see that tonight, but you will see that coming this week. So let me get to where I'm going. All right, let's start with the first video. This video is about 15 minutes long. And what I may do on this, What I may do, what I may do on this video is speed through it and just put the video on its own up, but we'll see. Okay, here we go. This is one item in the box. This video is going to debut another item in the box. Here we go. All right, you ready to kick this off? So I have just a little piece of Laguna speckled buff because I ran out of bee mix. How did I let that happen? I don't know. Anyway, I have taken and just compressed this. I use a printer's mat on my slab roller so it doesn't leave texture. So I don't have to worry about that. I'm going to flip this over. I have a boo-boo on my finger and it just keeps bleeding on me. Okay, so now I'm going to take, you see where it bled. I'm going to take, this is our Baroque rectangle. I'm going to take that and I'm just going to use my needle tool and cut around this because this is just going to be a press plate, a real easy press plate. Take this off. I may use that as a foot, so I'm going to save that. Leave that laying flat because I may use that as a foot. All right, I'm going to take this and I'm going to take what I cut and just set it right on top of here because one, it keeps it from stretching out. Two, it allows me to move it around without damaging or warping it. And now I'm going to bring this over here where you can see this. Just like that. All right, that'll work. Come this way just a hair. All right, so I'm going to take my sponge and wring that out and just lightly go around these outer edges. Take my fingers and kind of go around and smooth this out. Just like that. Wipe that excess water off of there. All right. Now, look at that, isn't that pretty? Okay, so what I'm going to do next is everybody has just fallen in love with our Ron salad bowl. I don't have one sitting right here, but we've also made it in a rectangle Ron salad bowl, and that's that shape. So what I'm going to do to start with is actually just kind of set this on here and get this centered. I center very technically. I take my finger and I go, okay, I'm right at that knuckle. So let me see. Nope, I need to go up some. Now I'm right at that knuckle. That's centered. Now let me go here, right at that knuckle. Yep, that's centered. And then let me go at my corners. Right there. Right there. This needs to go just a hair. And there is my center. How technical is that?
Doesn't have to be exactly perfect. I'm going to take my rubber tip tool and very lightly go around this, just so I can see where the middle is. And I'm going to take that off for now. And you see my marks there. All right. Now, I have my cornstarch because my clay is super, super wet. And first stamp, actually, I have got 3 daisy stamps that I'm going to cornstarch. I put cornstarch and I kind of tap it on my table so that the cornstarch isn't all clumped in there. So I just kind of tap it like that. I didn't get any in there, so. All right, so I'm going to take these stamps and I'm just going to, gosh, I got blood on everything. I'm just going to kind of press these in, and I don't want to go too deep because the clay is super wet. But I want to show you, look at that stamp. It's gorgeous. And I'm just going all over the place. No rhyme, no reason, no nothing. Some are hanging off. When it starts to feel like it's going to stick, just cornstarch it again. Just no rhyme, no reason. Come out of there. Look at this daisy. Man, oh man. There's 5 of those. Let's start on these. Now this one, okay, so there's a difference. This one with the bigger thingy is actually a coneflower that comes down like this. Although you could do it either way. Like that. This one is a coneflower or a daisy going up. Like that. But again, you could do either way. So I'm going to go down with this one. These are very deep stamps, so you don't really want to push too hard because they're going deep. They're going way deep. But again, my clay's super wet, so there's that. These are going up. These are going up. Whoops. Almost pulled his little leaf out, or his little petal, which means time to cornstarch. Cornstarch. And that's probably good enough around there. You could stick some on and off, but that's all I'm going to do. Now, I'm going to use the, what would you call it? The centerpiece stamp. And I'm going to bring this, which do I want my top to be? I think I want this to be my top. So I'm going to bring this stamp in here in the center. Actually, I could do two. Let me do that. I'm going to do one here. And I'm going to do one here. Like this. I should have cornstarched him. There you go. And look at that. Amazing. Oh my gosh. So your set of stamps that come in here is the gnome, a daisy, the daisy that goes down, and the daisy that goes up. And look what we made with that, just stamps. And we could actually go put little like just like this, because I didn't think there was enough there. See how it's sticking? Time to cornstarch. And again, that's because my clay is super wet. Whoops. Okay. And I actually like this a whole lot better. I like that a whole lot better. All right, let's take this. Let's put, since we have our line there, we could actually set this right in here and line it up. And just make sure it's close. And because it's already on the template, let's find, I forgot to get me, oh, here's one. Let's do this. Here's another one. And I'm just going to flip this over. Kind of drop it. And because I pressed the stamps down and my clay's super wet, I'm just going to go down and lightly disconnect this clay. I might have to just wait for this to dry a little bit. It's super wet. Yeah, I'm going to wait for this to dry and we'll be back. Okay, I've let it set a little bit. I can see that it's kind of fallen down. So I can pull that off now. And I'm going to come get my little red rib, dip it in the water, and just kind of bring it around, doing my little swoop. I like to swoop it. You could even swoop it from the bottom up if you want. I like to keep it wet so it'll glide. And remember, I have texture, so I don't want to do it too hard. And I'm going to come across the top just to make it flat. Just like that. And now I'm going to come around with my sponge. A little bitty spot right there. There we go. And I think what I'm going to do is take this and put a foot on it, but I'm going to do that off camera just because I want to have time to show you the rest of the stuff that's in the box. So I'm going to put this aside and we'll come back to it when it's ready to flip over, and it will have a foot on it then because I will add that off camera.
All right. So I'm confused. I see the live, but I'm seeing people saying they don't see it, but yet I'm seeing a whole bunch of people on. So I'm confused. I'm really confused. So let me know in the chat if you're seeing this. Because, like I said, I'm seeing a bunch of people on, but I'm not seeing comments on this. But I am seeing I'm confused. Well, I know that this will post after I'm done. So, again, let me know if you're here and if you're seeing this. So, what you just saw, let me go get that bowl because I'm all confused with you guys not seeing it. Oh, wait. I didn't show flipping that bowl, did I? No, I did not. Okay, so let's go to flipping that dish real quick.
Okay, before we go to what I call the grand finale for the mama pin, I wanted to flip this and see what a fun little foot I did that kind of mimicked the outside. But what I want to do is, clean this up a hair. I like to come around with my craft brush and make sure I've got all those little score lines out of there. It's always much easier to do it when it's still on the form. And I'm going to come and get the inside the same way. Again, I'm going to smooth out the little score lines that were left over. You may not be able to see them on the recording. I am recording, right? Yes. But I can see them, and you would see them when you were doing them. Okay, and then what I would do is take my sponge and just lightly sponge around here. And in here. And look how nice and pretty that is. And then you won't have any cleanup. You won't have any cleanup later. But look at that. Is that adorable? Okay, so let's take a template. Let's flip this baby over. Whoops, it slid, but that's okay. Take this off. And already I can tell you it's a little wet still, so I'll put this back, but I just want to show it to you. So I'm gonna lift this out, and look at that. What an adorable little plate. I am gonna put this back in here though, because it's still a little too wet. I could clean this up now, but I think I'll wait. And I'm gonna flip this. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take I want that form. I'm gonna take this form. That one's too fat. Perfect. That'll probably be okay. I'm gonna flip that over because I want this to go down just a little bit. Just like that. But that's what that looked like. We'll be back because there's more.
There it is. Okay. Are you all seeing this now? For some reason, I'm seeing that it's showing live, but I'm seeing y'all saying you're not seeing it. And I'm not able to get to comments. So I don't know if you're saying anything to me or not. I don't know what's wrong, but we're going to keep going with it. So here is the dish. There's the hand. Guess who got out of bed? Here is the dish with just the stamps. That is the stamps. So now you have stamps and this pin so far. Let's move. Oh, so for this next video, I did a boo-boo. I did not have my camera turned on while I was making this one, so you only saw after the fact, but it's still gonna give you what this next item is.
You need this so you say comment.
Well, I don't understand. So Mr. Wilson sees the comments. Thank you, Susan, for the foot. Finally found you. Love it. It wasn't on Facebook. It's on YouTube. Yeah, Stacy, we've only done YouTube for a while. Hi, Mr. Wilson. Hey, Mr. Wilson. Yeah, he got out of bed. And I can't see comments for some reason on my phone. Oh, what a nightmare. The countdown live was a different YouTube. Then I received another notification. Oh, okay. So check your notifications for the live. I'm going to have to use your phone for a bit if you don't mind. All right. So let's go to this next item that's in your box. So far, one pin. So far, 1, 2, 3, 4 stamps. And the one stamp is a big one. This is at least 3 inches tall. Would make a great mug stamp as well. And he's adorable. I love him. In fact, you're going to see a bonus at the end. All right, let's look at the next item in here. Whoops.
Okay. I pulled the stencil and I had forgotten to put the camera on. But you can see this is the stencil that comes in your project kit, which looks like this. And I did him green because your letter That was actually green, but when I made it transparent for the background, it turned it blue. So I was trying to mimic that. But, so your letter in here shows you what you get. And so this is the spring gnome stencil, which matches your big stamp. This is a good 3 inches tall. And then it has your, please don't drop this in there, your other 3 stamps. So you've got the stencil, the 4 stamps. And again, these stamps look like this. Aren't those adorable? And then the spring floral border, which looks like this. You've seen that already. And think about what you could put in the middle. If you got our winter box, there were words, very delicate words: blessed, thankful, grateful. I don't remember what else is in there. But if you had family or even mom, what a gorgeous Mother's Day gift that would be. So that's one of the pins that's in there in our spring project kit, which the name will become the Enchanted Gnome Garden. Which leads me to the last item in the box, which I have worked on. I started working on it last year, and I've worked on it for months and months. Tiffany Helmer, Hubble Creek Pottery, could tell you how long I've worked on this and how many renditions and scrap it and start over that it's had. But I'm going to go get some clay and we'll take a look at the grand finale, if you will, pin of this box. We'll be right back.
Okay, I can't on my computer, I can't see the comments here, but on my phone, I found the comments. For some reason, it played like in 2 different places, or where the original schedule was, it didn't start. So hopefully you have all found me by now. Stacy says, love the gnome stencil, gnome stamp, 3 daisy stamps and rollers so far. Well, are you ready for the grand finale pin? And then there's a little bonus, but the bonus isn't part of the box. But let's look at this grand finale. And I worked so hard on this. So if you don't love it, lie to me. Just lie to me. Okay, here we go.
Okay. All right. Are you ready for this? So the grand finale pin is hidden under there. I rolled it already. So I'm just going to I'm just using that same form or that same template just for ease. I keep my needle tool straight up and down. And I am going to, I'm going to put a foot on this. I'll do the foot off camera as well. It'll just be the same as the other foot that I did. But I'm going to cut the strips for the foot. This clay is getting hard. Yeah, it's old clay. It's getting hard. This was the last of the bee mix I had. I rolled this out the other day, though. That ought to be enough for a foot. Okay. Now, are you ready for this? I am so excited. I have worked so hard on this. I'm going to pause so that I can take this and put it on top of this template before you see it. So I'll be right back. Okay. This is kind of a, like, Where's Waldo? There are hidden gems in this pen. There, there are fun little items in there for you to find. You could glaze this very simply with Bisfire it, and then put a color, an underglaze color, white back, and then put a Celadon over the top of it if you want it quick and easy. Or if you remember from my winter box, my penguins, this could have an amazing amount of glazing and different colors. It would require lots of patience. I had planned on having that done for you, but of course, Mr. Wilson and I have been down sick for 3 weeks. He was worse than I was. I was able to at least get these boxes created, and they are ready to, if you ordered just the box with no other product, it will be shipping either this afternoon, if I get the labels on, they're all stacked over there, or in the morning. If you ordered other items, then hopefully we'll get them out by the end of this week, the first of next week. Being as sick as we were, I have all of the boxes made, but we didn't get all of the extra items that other people ordered. So we're working on that this week. But if you simply ordered the box, it will hit the post office this afternoon or in the morning. All right. So here it is. Ta-da! Yes, it's intricate. It's got flowers and dragonflies and mushroom houses and a fishing gnome and a gardening gnome and a flower gnome and all kinds of flowers and block wall and stone pathways and little tiny flowers and little mushrooms. Can you see the intricacy? Oh, and a picket fence. Oh my gosh, I worked on this. So let me show you the pen. Now, the same as our floral pen where all our flowers came from, it doesn't come together because what you do is you can lay out a whole row of clay and just roll down, roll down, roll down, roll down, and then you would cut it apart where the gap is to create your dish like this. Okay? Same thing with this pen. It doesn't come together because it's a scene. And it's one of those, one roll is a scene. You wouldn't roll and roll and roll for one platter, but you could. So here it is. Here is the top. And it's got, let me see, maybe it's this way. It's got the mushrooms. Let me move me out of the way for a second. Okay. It's got dragonflies and mushrooms and flowers. Look at the gardening gnome. Look at the doors and the windows and the flowers. Look at this. And the insides of these flowers. And then you come on down and you've got Mr. Fishing Gnome and another mushroom house. Block walls. There's, oh, and do you see the fish? And there more flowers, more mushroom. And then there's a flower gnome. So picket fence and ferns and plants that come above the wall. I mean, this was an intricate pen that I worked on. So this will give you all kinds of goodies. You know, you could take cookie cutter, a round cookie cutter here, cookie here. Oh, get the fishing gnome, get the mushroom house, get the gardening gnome, just get flowers. You could do all kinds of cookie cutters on here and get totally different scenes. What I was going to do was just that. And then just show you guys different cookie cutters out of order and tell you, okay, how do you put this pin together? But again, it was bad timing on getting sick, but gosh, I hope you guys love it. There is so much to this pin. So what I'll do is, oh, my form is under the other dish. Let me go get a form. Hold on. Whoopsie.
Okay, so tell me what you think. Don't lie. Tell me the truth. Do you love it? Do you hate it? It was a lot of work. I see Paula in there wanting to paint it. She saw this pin already. She got a sneak peek. But tell me what you really, really think. Oh, awesome. Can't wait to see. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let me show you, because I didn't show you rolling that out. Let me just show you what that's like when you roll it out. And again, because this, where is it? Because what you do is, you know, this, I got it really close because I wanted this to be the full scene, but you'll see. Let me show you how you would roll this out.
Almost forgot to turn it back on while I rolled this out. I just wanted to show you. I'm going to roll this out. Hope I don't get my head in your way. Okay, so this is what it does. You know, it'll start one, but all you got to do is either cut that off to put it on whatever you're going to put it on, or you just simply wipe it out, depending on what you're going to put it on. Just like that. You could even come down the sides where the roller was if you don't like that. Just like that. And then you'll never see the marks if you want to go to that extreme. You don't have to, because it's not really ever going to show. There. See? My band-aid's falling off. Maybe it won't stop bleeding now. So I'm going to wipe this out. There, just like that. And now you can put it on anything you want to. This again is speckled buff, so it'll fire a toasty golden color with speckles. It'll be gorgeous. But I wanted to roll this out and show you. Look at this on a dark clay. This, my friends, was a labor of love. A total, I got chunks of dry clay in there. A total labor of love. I worked so hard on this, but there you have it. The Enchanted Gnome Garden. And you see the flowers match the flower pin. There you have it.
Okay, so that is the reveal of the box. You got the flower frame pin. You got the enchanted gnome garden. Like I said, that was a labor of love. And then you got the set of stamps. There's 4 stamps. And then there is hiding somewhere the stencil. I do not know where the stencil went. He's adorable too. All right, where'd you go, little stencil? Oh, I wonder if he's in my water bucket. Ew, no. Well, I don't know where the stencil went, but you saw what he looked like. He's actually this. And the gnome watering the flowers. No, you do not, Karen. There is not a form, not a template with this box because there are 2 rolling pins. Let me grab the stencil. Oops, hold on. Let me grab the stencil. Oh, there he is. He was hiding on the floor. Plus the gnome stencil. Plus a set of 4 stamps. So that is a huge, huge value, not to mention the intricacy of that pin. So the template is our Baroque rectangle template. And then for the form, like on this one, I used our Ron salad rectangle. We haven't had that out before. And then on this one, I used the same thing, Ron's rectangle. But the other one, I just used the rectangle that came with one of our other boxes. And the double arrow that came with the winter box would work with this. Here is your enchanted gnome garden. And he's not watering, he's actually hoeing or shoveling. And then there's a gnome hiding here and a gnome fishing here. So 2 rolling pins. We did not do the form and template this time because of the extra rolling pin, but that's 2 full rolling pins. Oh, Tiffany's on. Yeah, Tiffany was a part of this all the way through as well, and she can tell you the very first one. Oh, I think it's right there. Hold on a second. Let me show you where this evolved from. No, that's not it. From the first gnome garden pin to this one is totally different. And it went through so many renditions. So, but I do have a bonus. It is not, I repeat, not a part of this box. But I fell so in love with this guy right here and the stamps. I fell so in love with these that I created kind of a spin-off. And I'm late, but I'm here. Yeah, I understand not knowing what day it is. So let me show you a quick video here.
Okay, now I have one extra little treat. This is not, I repeat, this is not part of the spring box. However, we'll call it a spin-off. when I made the stamps and the stencil, this was after I had put my heart and soul into this pen and this pen. So this pen is, like I said, a spinoff. It is not part of this box, but it coordinates with this box. And I fell in love with it. So I'm going to show you the pen. I'm going to, where did I just put my little form? I'm going to use my Nomi Santa template. And I'm going to use this pen. Oh my God. Where can I show it to you? This way. Look at the little gnomes and the flowers and the leaves. Oh my gosh, it is just so darn adorable. I'm going to roll this out. Look at this guy. Oh my gosh, I'm so in love with him. Had I not already put 2 pins in the box, I would have thrown this in. I cannot put 3 pins in a box. But this guy is available separately on the website. And he is absolutely adorable as well. Let me grab my form real quick. Okay, I'm back. Let me grab a peg. A peg. Come out of there. Okay. I'm going to pull my banding wheel system. If you don't have one of these, you need one. They attach over your banding wheel. You could actually trim on this, belly out a mug. It won't fly off. But I'm going to put my template and my form. These are our teardrop forms. And it's up to you whether you want the short side as the hat or the beard or the long side. I'm going to make that as beard. So I'm going to turn it this way. Again, I like to see my texture so I can see where it's going. And come right here. And press this down. I wanted to keep that top up there so I could do something with it. And this can be a little spoon rest. You don't even have to put a foot on this. It could be a spoon rest. You could put holes in it and make it a sponge holder. Little candies at Christmas. Just whatever. It's just the perfect little tiny dish for whatever you want to do with it. And it's quick, easy, and adorable. Oh, took my Band-Aid off and it's burning my finger. Okay. Cut this. Here. Now, you could, let me see if I have enough. I see 3. I don't think I have enough. If you rolled out a bigger piece of clay than I did, where you had 3 of the flowers. I got 1, 2, I don't have another big one. You could cut the flowers out and put them on the bottom here. But for now, I'm not going to do anything with this. I'll show you this when it sets up a bit, and then we'll call it a day.
Okay, so again, Mr. Nomi Daisy is not part of the box, but I fell so in love with the stamps that I just had to. Okay, so here is what he looks like. And by the way, Christine Wildison and Melody Adams, this is in your kit because when I showed this, you were the two that guessed what it was. Remember? I hadn't forgotten. We just hadn't sent anything out. And so here's the little Nomi with the little guys on here. I just had to. And then what I would do is take my sponge and swoop this and make it just a really cute dish. So again, this pin is not in the box, but it is definitely a spinoff. So stamps. Pin. Here was my little practice run of the stamps on B-Mix when I had B-Mix. And then, of course, your stencil. And the grand finale. I am dying to see somebody paint all of this. I have two of them that are actually already bisque fired that I will be painting and getting them in so that I can put pictures of them glazed up. I'll glaze one the easy way and one the hard way if I can. If I have the time, I'm going to try. Is it too late to add that pin for an additional cost? Actually, yeah, Stacy, this set goes with so many of the forms and the templates from the other boxes. And even if it's a smaller template and you cut part of the outside off, that's okay. You still have the guts of the middle. Penny, as far as is it too late to add the pin for the additional cost? It is, because all of the boxes are sitting right there already packed and ready and labeled, ready to go to the post office. So I cannot go dig through, find whoever orders one tonight and do that. It would have to be a separate order. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I vote Paula McCoy is first. Well, unfortunately, she says, I'll be right over to get the bisque to paint. Well, I do want to try to paint one. So we'll see. One will be, this will be that toasty light brown with speckles. And the other one, which is on the other table, is on B-Mix. So two totally different looks. Anyway, those of you that purchased the box, I hope you love it. Yeah, unfortunately, Penny, you would just need to order it because we are on top of the game this time. The whole time we were sick, I was setting my alarm and running back and forth to the lasers, changing pins and running stencils and running stamps. And I had all of the parts and pieces made. And in these last couple days, we've gotten them all boxed. Oh, I want to show you. Let me grab something to show you. I'm hurrying.
Okay, here I come. All right. So in being with the theme of the spring, so the pins will be in this orange bag, the 2 pins, and then inside this little bag. See how we even coordinated them in this little bag. Whew, I shouldn't have ran to the other room. Is your little garden gnome letter, and see how it's got the little gnomey in the background. And this gives you the, I shouldn't have ran. This gives you the YouTube channel to go where we make these. And in this, we did not attach the handles so they would fit in here, and so that we could put them in a more shipping friendly box. We did not attach the handles. We've had a lot of people say they didn't want handles. So what we did was we left the handles off. However, the handles are in the box. So if you want to put your handles on, you will simply, one handle will have the metal rod, both have, and it will have these 2 little white plastic washers. One washer goes on the handle with the rod, and it goes up through, and then you put the other washer in here. And I'm going to actually do a video to show you how to put the handles on. So if you want the handles, they will come and you just put them on. If you don't want the handles, just set them aside. It made wrapping so much more official. And yeah, like Penny says, good. I take the handles off anyway. So, there you have it. We tried to make it friendly without the handles. You can put them on. It's much easier to put them on than it is to take them off. So that's all I have. I hope you love it. Nomi Daisy, this guy is up on the website. The Baroque rectangle template is up there as well. I used, for this size, the 12 and or the 13 1/4 size, but I still used just the small size form that like we put in the previous boxes, and it gave this kind of florally thing. This was the 12-inch. This was the 13 1/4. Big difference, right? Okay, that's all I have for you, I think. Let me go double check, make sure I have nothing over here that I need to show you. Oh. Here is one of the, on B-Mix. So you can see the total difference there. And here he is on B-Mix versus the dark clay. And that's it. That's all I have for you. I hope you love it. And it'll be a bit, every 2 months we come out with one of these. So it'll be a bit before the next one. But everybody that ordered one of these boxes should have it within, all of them should go out by the end of the week, I'm hoping. So thank you all for joining. Make sure there's nothing I need to respond to. I love everything in the box. Thank you, Carol. We are going to take it pretty easy. You are welcome, everybody. And I'll be putting up videos of other things that I'm making with these. And we will see you next time. Bye.